Hey there! I believe that we are live and accurately so. Welcome! It's Saturday night. Who knows what date it is? We're not thinking in those terms.
I think it's the 21st, right?
I think it is. So we are really excited to have this wild new way to be in touch with you all while we have to be in separate places. And if anyone can hear me, do me a favor and press a comment. A like button or a comment so we make sure that this is working because I don't see any of those. Let me see. I wonder if... Yeah. It could also be too because I had to do it in an unscheduled way, but it should work. We're testing, but we did it the other day. Let's see.
We're still checking on all our electronics and...
It says we're live now.
Okay.
Yeah. Huh.
Why is that little X box there? That little tiny
know.
thing.
Oh, yeah. I see comments.
Oh, because it's taking the comment.
But I don't see why we don't see you on our little thing. Sorry, people. We're just trying to... I saw you on my phone that you're there. There you are on your 29 eyes on us, but I don't see comments coming up, even though... We're testing. All right. Well, we won't be able
You're
to
coming
see
through
your
your phone.
Yeah, I understand that. Directly as we thought we would, but we'll figure it out. Oh, Beth Posner. Oh my gosh, you all. You're going to make us cry. And crying isn't always the best way for singing, but being happy to see you all is great. So generally, I thought I was going to be able to look on our screen and see that you all are there. Where is the concert, Jim Peel? Oh, okay. It's on Facebook. So look at you all. Lots of folks that we know from all over. Cambridge, Massachusetts. Yeah, let each other know where you're dialing, quote unquote, dialing in from. And I will see if I can get our comments so that we see what you are seeing. Weird. Oh well, whatever. There we go. We'll just deal with that. So anyway, howdy from Burlington, Vermont, says Kat Cox. That's wonderful. And Concord, Mass. Yeah, we want it in Flint. Hey there, Terry. We wanted to do something at a time that was going to feel like concert time to you all on the East Coast. So we're glad that you East Coasters are there. And we will take a look at comments when as it goes along. But I think that you expected us to do some music. Am I right?
Not just talk to you about
technology. I don't know about you, but we've had a ton more conversations about technology than we usually do. But we really hope you all are safe and well and feeling supported in such a crazy time. And we've gotten through long challenges before, and this is a particularly scary one and a particularly long one, but we're going to take some inspiration in this song from the civil rights movement, where they were in it for the long haul. And our friend John Fromer and Bernie Gilbert, both of our friends, wrote this song. And they're from the San Francisco Bay Area, and John was on that original Selma to Montgomery March. So we sing it in John's honor. You feel free to sing along with us. My feet are tired.
My feet are tired.
My feet are tired.
My feet are tired.
Yeah, my feet are tired, but my soul is resting. All right, get your harmony part together. My feet are tired.
My feet are tired.
My feet are tired.
My feet are tired.
Yeah, my feet are tired, but my soul is resting. 1955, it was a lifetime ago. Remember I like Ike, remember Jim Crow, on a bus in Montgomery, a southern town. That woman started something when she sat down. My feet are tired. My feet are tired.
My feet are tired. my feet are tired, but my soul is resting.
Thousands walk to work in the morning light. Thousands walked home through the rain at night. Well, every day for a week, and every week for a month. It took more than a year before it was done. My feet are tired. My feet are tired.
Said my feet are tired, but my soul is resting.
If you had been there, you would have heard people say, I always thought my kids would see a better day. Well, lately I must say, well, I've changed my mind. I want to see freedom in my time. My feet are tired. My feet are tired.
Said my feet are tired, but my soul is resting. Said my feet are tired, but my soul is resting.
All right.
With a half-muted tambourine.
With a half-muted tambourine. You know, the things you sort of work on to do. If I can somehow block this sound, then I'll be able to see what you're saying. So exciting. All right. We should explain that here we are in Woodland, California, broadcasting to you.
Just before the shelter-in-place order happened, I went down to Oakland. It's about a little more than an hour away from where I'm living now in Woodland, California, in the Sacramento Valley, to pick up San, so that for however long we needed to shelter in place, San could be here and we could do music and be the family that we are and take care of one another along with my girlfriend and her son during this time. So we're glad that we're all together, and we're doing all that we can do to be safe and healthy and support one another through this. We hope you all are doing the same.
And we wanted to, say that since we're here and living, this is why we're close together, because we are close together. We're going to take some requests in this show. So I hope you will put in the comments what songs you would like to hear, and our super fine fab Allison will take some notes for us and let us know what you would like to hear. So thank you. And you and I are in a different key. How exciting.
Yeah, I'm open.
Okay.
So we're all, since we're all sheltering in place, or at least everybody in California is sheltering in place. So if you're listening to this on the early show, and I know there are a lot of other states, or several other states, 5 other states now, that are sheltering in place. We thought we'd sing a song called Shelter, really about interdependence and taking care of one another, which is, this has given us an opportunity to really contemplate the need for that and take action on that. So I hope you all are, finding new ways to be with one another now. Tell me when you're ready, Sandy-O.
I will.
And if you all have questions or things like that as we go along, feel free and we'll try to field some of those.
I'm ready.
If I love you all my days, won't it be so strange if it stood in sharp contrast to all the bad news swirling round. We can take in just so much. We forget to touch. Then we pause for a moment in the eye of a storm. There is calm. Let me be your shelter. You can come and rest. Let me be your shelter. You can come and rest in me. In the time that we have now, we are learning how to seek sanctuary wherever we are in this love. Let me be your shelter. You can come and rest. Let me be your shelter. You can come and rest in me.
Thank you. I have been seeing your comments scrolling by, and this next song that we programmed to play was one that has been requested by many, many people. I saw lots of names roll by. Brian Forrest requested this one. Our friend Kathy said, let's see the cookies. I don't know if you saw the cookies that were on our Facebook page yesterday that Allison baked. There are no cookies left. And we are doing this, and like every musician, I'll get back on my little chair. Like every musician, all of our gigs have been canceled, and I'm sure you've seen that lots of musicians, artists, dancers, actors, all sorts of people are suddenly without work. So we do welcome your contributions, and I will put that info up on the screen. Somehow that neglected to be done. So suddenly I will be very close to you in the camera doing tech. So talk, Pat, while I do tech.
Oh my. Well, San and I met through a song that some of you know that I wrote called Swimming to the Other Side. A friend of hers played it at a meeting that she was at, and Sandy had a duo at the time with a friend of hers from college, Lucia Russert, and they were called Petronella. And she and Lucia were planning on putting together a tour of women's musicians to women's colleges for Women's History Month, and I thought that was such a great idea. She wrote me a long letter, actually, sending me her music. And I know it was actually a handwritten letter with a cassette. It was a very long time ago. and I loved their music. I thought it was great. And I thought, what a great idea to do a tour like that. So I said, sure. I said, but, it would be weird for me if it felt like a showcase kind of thing. I really just wanted it to feel like a group of friends that enjoyed one another's music and wanted to just take that music out into the world. So we did that tour, and I also, as a way for it not to feel like such a showcase kind of thing, I said, let's all learn some songs to start the shows with, so we can all sing on one another's songs, and let's close the show with all of us singing on one another's songs. So we worked up a bunch of songs together, and I remember at that first rehearsal just being struck by some of the songs that people brought, and it was really fun, and we had a great time. So other opportunities came up periodically, demonstrations or different things that I was singing at, and I would call San, or she and Lucia would call me and have me join in at the Postscript and at Columbia University. Any of you New Yorkers there remember that? And we had a great time, and we did that on and off for about 8 years, and then we got together as a couple and started writing songs together and recording. We did that for 13 years, and then we decided to uncouple, and we're still writing songs together and touring. And
I love my people who are fact-checking me. Thank you. Thank you, Hannah. I love that. It's, we were trying to be all slick. Let me try and do it right. And have our tech together, and then
we practiced a lot, but
yeah,
clearly we could have practiced more.
We could have practiced more. But let me just say, while we're talking about tech, that our ability to come to you live with some semblance of, finesse is in large part due to a wonderful musician who gave us all sorts of great advice. His name is Jeremy Carter Gordon, and he's part of Winborn. And if you haven't heard the Winborn Singers, they're wonderful, and they sing a cappella music, and they kind of do the other end of the historical spectrum of what we do. We do political music from right now, and they have sung a lot of the political music from way back when. And when we saw their wonderful Facebook Live concert last week, our friend Helene texted me and said, check out what they did. They did such a great job. And then Jeremy ran me through all sorts of fun things, which is why we can have purple lettering for you right there and other things. So thank you, Jeremy, and check out Winborn.
So this is a song that I wrote, and then Sandy helped me finish, that I wrote for Pete Seeger after he passed. He was a dear friend and mentor to us, and it has a chorus. So wherever you are, even though we can't hear you, sing. It's just good for your body to sing. When I was 4, I had a toy made of plastic and of joy, a magic musical machine from a drum, a stick, and strings. I couldn't know as I would play. I'd live to meet the man one day, playing the songs that shaped my life, taught the world to sing. Oh, hear the banjo ring, hear the people sing. Hope changes everything. Sing, people, sing. The summer of my 18th year in San Francisco he'd appear. I jumped onto a trolley car, alone and wondering. The grove was full and I got there. People came from everywhere. Climbed a redwood by the stage to watch the reveling. Oh, hear the banjo ring, hear the people sing. Hope changes everything. Sing, people, sing. Years went by, I got a call, a festival in early fall. Along the Hudson River shore, a harvest gathering, asking me to volunteer to keep the river clean and clear, to celebrate the river's life and all the gifts she brings. Oh, hear the banjo ring, hear the people sing. Hope changes everything. Sing, people, sing. Stood up to McCarthy's rage, rallied for a living wage, rode with Money, marched with Dr. King. Patiently brought us along, taught us each and every song. He told you by your side, you could do most anything. He showed us how the world could be, living with integrity. Together we create a force beyond imagining. As I observed your dimming light, I felt a spark in me ignite. And I would trade it all today to hear your banjo ring. Oh, hear the banjo ring, hear the people sing. Hope changes everything. Sing, people, sing. Sing it again. Oh, hear the banjo ring, hear the people sing. Hope changes everything. Sing, people, sing. Sing, people, sing. Sing, people, sing.
Thank you all for all your wonderful comments. Do you know who's on and listening? Among all of you, of our friends, there's just so many names coming through. Our friend who is an incredible fiddler and songwriter and singer from Louisiana, none other than Gina Forsyth is watching. So if only there were no time delay and sound delay in these technologies, we would be like, Gina, pull out that fiddle. Pull out that fiddle. So that song definitely was on your requests list, which we love, love, love. Do you want to do that one that was on the request list?
Sure.
All right. So here's one that you all requested. And folks might have heard it yesterday when we were really testing out Facebook Live for the first time, and we were taking a walk, and we walked under a tunnel. And that was when Allison said, "Oh, aren't you going to sing something?" So we put it on Facebook Live, and it's this song.
There's a beautiful little arboretum in Davis, California, and a beautiful footpath along the creek there. And there are a couple little tunnels that you walk through. And this one in particular has really lovely acoustics. So we thought, well, just spontaneously, let's try out Facebook Live here. So this is a Jay Manquita song. Thank you again, Jay, for writing this beautiful song. I know you'd kind of taunted me with it, saying that you'd written a Pat Humphries song. And you did indeed. I've been singing it all these years. Much love to you and your family over there in Massachusetts. For the world we're peaceful now, and forevermore. Peaceful at the surface, and and peaceful at the core. All the joy within my heart would be so free to soar. And we're living on a living planet, circling a living star. I don't know where we're going, but I know we're going far. We can change the universe by being who we are. And we're living on a living planet, circling a living star. For all the world knew justice now and forevermore. Justice at the surface and justice at the core. All the joy within my heart would be so free to soar. And we're living on a living planet, circling a living star. I don't know where we're going, but I know we're going far. We can change the universe by being who we are. And we're living on a living planet, circling a living star. If all the world knew freedom now and forevermore. Freedom at the surface and freedom at the core. All the joy within my heart would be so free to soar. And we're living on a living planet, circling a living star. I don't know where we're going, but I know we're going far. We can change the universe by being who we are. And we're living on a living planet.
All right, y'all. You lose signal occasionally, and someone said it wasn't loud enough, so I don't know. We could turn up the mic, I suppose, and you'll let us know. But that song actually goes quite well into what we are going to sing for you next. I wanted to take a look and see, because we are asking folks to support us as we're asking you to support all sorts of musicians and artists all over the place who have had all of their work canceled. And just in the time that we've been on, we've had 9 more people sign up to become our patrons. So we thank you so much. We've got a total of 90 people. We love you all. It makes a huge difference in our lives, and you can contribute, even a small amount from you every month makes a huge difference to us when it gets aggregated by the community of loving people that you all are for us. So check out over there. You get all sorts of behind the scenes photos from us on Patreon, and songs before we let them out in the world, and photos, and all sorts of things. Like we would sing you happy birthday, and we don't just do any happy birthday. We do a very special happy birthday for you that we have developed ourselves. And look at all these folks who've given us donations. Thank you so much. You can donate on Venmo like Craig did, or you can send us money by PayPal like... The loading is slow, like Amy did. And she said, thank you for your music. Thank you so much. So this is a song we've been playing since we wrote it to sing at Jane Fonda's Fire Drill Fridays, back when we could all get together and stand outside the White House. We're still going to need to protest, obviously, and push back against this administration. But we wrote the song to support all those young climate activists who've been showing us how it has to be done. From Greta Thunberg to Dakota Iron Eyes on the Native reservation here. And I hope you've been seeing, amidst all of the shocking things that we're learning about what's happening with this virus. I hope you've been seeing some of the really amazing outcomes that we couldn't have foreseen. So Italy is under lockdown for the worst reasons in the world, and with all of that crisis and sickness and death going on there. And at the same time, because there are no boats on those canals, because there's no trash being dumped out in the canals, the dolphins are coming back to the canals in Italy. And it's amazing. And we just, and then there's a poem going around, a beautiful poem that talks about how the sky above Wuhan is no longer full of the smoke fumes from the factories, because the factories have been closed. And the sky is now blue or gray. And they describe it as a beautiful gray. And so when we get through this, or as we get through this, one post I saw said, if we do this right, we will never go back to normal.
Right.
Because normal is really not sustainable. We need to go forward to a way where we're going to put out this fire of climate change. So there's a part for you to sing with us in this song.
Put out the fire. Put out the fire. Put out the fire. Our house is on fire.
Try it.
Put out the fire. Put out the fire. Put out the fire. Our house is on fire.
We love you and we hear you.
We commit to change our ways, not later, but sooner, right now, for your future.
You can't wait.
Put out the fire.
Women can't wait.
Put out the fire.
Climate can't wait.
Put out the fire. Our house is on fire.
For our children.
Put out the fire.
And their children.
Put out the fire.
And their children.
Put out the fire. Our house is on fire.
Let bees live on. For songbirds. For clean air. For the oceans and the bays. Not later, but sooner. Right now, for our future. Melting glaciers.
Put out the fire.
Rising seas.
Put out the fire.
Reaching coral.
Put out the fire. Our house is on fire.
Sinking shorelines.
Put out the fire.
Sinking islands.
Put out the fire.
Growing dry lands.
Put out the fire. Our house is on fire.
Let bees live.
Let trees grow. Let the snow fall where it may.
Not later,
But sooner, right now, for our future, right now, for the future, right now.
we are here to put out the fire. This is how we put out the fire. Time is now. We put out the fire.
Our house is on fire. Woo.
All right, y'all. We heard you on that one. And I do want to say that we're going to be doing some other events. We will definitely come on for concerts again while this is going on, but we're going to be doing some other events online, including songwriting workshop called Songwriting for Everyone. You can come as a beginner or deepen your skills. We're also going to be doing a session called Learn an Emma's Revolution song from Emma's Revolution. So if you want to learn how to play the guitar parts or learn the harmony parts, that's what we'll be doing. And we'll be taking your ideas for which songs you want to learn there. Someone already requested that one, Our House is on Fire. So stay tuned for that. Here's another new one. Let's get the words.
This one probably won't get airplay, but
I think it's an okay word, apparently.
You think it's an okay word?
I've been told.
We've been told? Wow.
I've been told.
That's an update that I wasn't aware of.
So this one we wrote to sing at a demonstration that happened in February, and doesn't February feel like so long ago?
A lifetime ago.
When the Senate was voting on whether or not they were going to hold the president accountable.
For anything.
And if only they had, and if only we had gotten him out of office, like maybe we could have gotten the CDC department, that crisis department that he got rid of, maybe we could have gotten them back on board in enough time to not have to scramble like we are now. But we sang this song there, and we are still keeping our eye on him and on November. Are you in the same key as I am? Yeah.
Yes.
So there's chorus for you. You will know your part when it comes up. Yeah. We know the difference between a trial and a charade. The Senate let you off in McConnell's masquerade. But we know the difference between the truth and the lies. We're calling you out now. Then beneath November skies, we're gonna vote your asses out. We're gonna make a world where all our voices count. We'll keep fighting back in every way, and then we'll vote your asses out. That's obviously your part when it comes back around. We know the difference between a president and a king. The corruption, the obstruction. You try to get away with everything, but we know the difference in what we said and what we saw. And we know damn well no one's above the law. We're gonna vote your asses out. We're gonna make a world where all our voices count. We'll keep fighting back in every way, and then we'll vote your asses out. Travel ban, mid-east plan, your lawyer's face on C-SPAN. Shady deals, happy meals, elections you will try to steal. Branded straw, son-in-law, accused assault to Kavanaugh. Oil drills, detention camps, racist, homophobic rants. We know the difference between the promise of this land and the workers' empty pockets and the unhoused empty hands. And we hold the vision, read our writing on the wall. Another world is possible, true justice for all. We're gonna vote your asses out. We're gonna make a world where all our voices count. We'll keep fighting back in every way, and then we'll vote your asses out. Yeah, we'll vote your asses out. So we hope you like that one because we are gonna do a video project for that song while we're all sitting in front of our screens. And what we're gonna do is put that song up, and you can listen to it and sing along to your favorite parts and video yourself, or play air guitar, or play air drums, or hold up a sign that says "We're gonna vote your asses out," or similar. I think that's the only curse word we should probably use, since it's enough. But and then we're going to put all those together and get that out. So if you want to participate in that, sign up on our mailing list, emmasrevolution.com, and we'll also post it here on the Book of Faces. And some people, if you wanted to tell friends about it, we're going to be on again at 8 p.m. Pacific. And both of these concerts will get recorded, and we'll put them up on YouTube or our website, or both, something like that.
So yeah, this is the song that I was talking about that Sandy and I met by way of.
And this was a big hit on the request list, as expected.
I wrote this song at a time when things seemed really dire. And everybody seemed stretched to the limit. I guess it's interesting to see just how relative things are, or can be. Because I needed something encouraging. I needed to hear something encouraging. I mean, I thought, and I always think this, that I'm writing songs for somebody else, and really I'm writing songs for me first. So it's a bonus that that other people, you all, appreciate these things. But these were the words I needed to hear at the moment, and these are definitely words I sing to myself sometimes still.
Ready.
We are living neath the great big dipper. We are washed by the very same rain. We are swimming in the stream together, some in power, some in pain. We can worship this ground we walk on, cherishing the beings that we live beside. Loving spirits will live forever. We're all swimming to the other side. I am alone, I am searching, hungering for answers in my time. I am balanced at the brink of wisdom. I am impatient to receive a sign. I move forward with my senses open. Imperfection, it be my crime. In humility I will listen. We're all swimming to the other side. We are living neath the great big dipper. We are washed by the very same rain. We are swimming in the stream together, some in power and some in pain. We can worship this ground we walk on, cherishing the beings that we live beside. Loving spirits will live forever. We're all swimming to the other side. On this journey through thoughts and feelings, binding intuition, my head, my heart, I am gathering the tools together I'm preparing to do my part. All of those who have come before me, band together and be my guide. Loving lessons that I will follow. We're all swimming to the other side. We are living beneath the great big dipper. We are washed by the very same rain. We are swimming in the stream together, some in power, some in pain. We can worship this ground we walk on, cherishing the beings that we live beside. Loving spirits will live forever. We're all swimming to the other side. When we get there, we'll discover all of the gifts we've been given to share have been with us since life's beginning, and we never noticed they were there. We can balance at the brink of wisdom, never recognizing that we've arrived. Loving spirits will live together. We're all swimming to the other side. We are living beneath the great big dipper. We are washed by the very same rain. We are swimming in the stream together, some in power, some in pain. We can worship this ground we walk on, cherishing the beings that we live beside. Loving spirits will live forever. We're all swimming to the other side. Loving spirits will live forever. We're all swimming to the other side.
That's so nice. I saw lots of lovely comments about that song. Someone said they're washing their hands to that song nowadays. And another person said that her daughter was born to that song.
Oh,
and
that's so
another
great.
friend of ours said it was my ordination song in 1999. So we love knowing that our music is with you in your lives in so many ways. And we are grateful to all the folks who are tuning in. Toronto, Oklahoma, I saw that, and many more that you all are hopefully. And we have 6 new donor patrons on our Patreon page. We're excited about that. And thank you for folks who are donating on PayPal or Venmo. As I said earlier, a little bit from everybody goes a long way for us, especially in this time when suddenly we can't come to you in person, and we come to you this way. So this is new, and it's been a little bit of a, what do you call that thing? A little bit of a learning curve to get technologically savvy, but here we are. Let's pick another one from the request list.
Gosh.
Do that one?
Sure. Yeah. Oh, good. And it's the same capo position for me. Yay. We sang this song at our friend Kathy and Betty's wedding. Though I'm sorry I don't have the verse that we wrote up for it, but
I can do the Greta verse.
Oh, There's somebody had asked us to write a verse for Greta Thunberg, so San has that. I do not, but let's see. Yeah. Grab my pick.
Well, maybe I'll just look for my notes on my lyrics on that one while we have you all there. I might. Oh yeah, I remember. Okay, I remember now.
Okay, this one, my guitar needs to be away for a little bit.
Hi, Chris and Sarah. I just saw your name come by. Yay!
It's so nice to see your names come through and your messages come through. Thanks so much. It's weird to be doing this and not be able to see your beautiful faces in the house. and not to be able to come to where you are and be with your families and spend time with you. So it's very comforting to see your messages. So thanks so much for reaching out to us. Okay. In Montgomery and in Selma, in the streets of Birmingham, people sent a message to the leaders of the land. We have fought and we have suffered, but we know the wrong from right. We are family, we are neighbors, we are black and we are white. Here I go, bound for freedom. May my truth take the lead. Not the preacher, not the Congress, not the millionaire, but me. I will organize for justice. I will raise my voice and song, and our children will be free to lead the world and carry on. From a cell in Pennsylvania, no longer on death row, for me I have the courage to expose the evil show. From the courtroom to the boardroom, in the television's glare, how the greedy live off poor and hungry people everywhere. Here I go, bound for freedom. May my truth take the lead. Not the preacher, not the Congress, not the millionaire, but me. I will organize for justice. I will raise my voice in song, and our children will be free to lead the world and carry on. Here I go, though I'm standing on my own. I remember those before me, and I know I'm not alone. I will organize for justice. I will raise my voice in song, and our children will be free to lead the world and carry on. One sat down on the sidewalk, one spoke up for her land. Now Grieta and Toccata and young leaders all demand we must shout, our house is burning. We must open up our eyes, take action for the planet. Like the waters, we must rise. Here I go, bound for freedom. May my truth take the lead. Not the preacher, not the Congress, not the millionaire, but me. I will organize for justice. I will raise my voice in song, and our children will be free to lead the world and carry on. Here I go, though I'm standing on my own. I remember those before me, and I know I'm not alone. I will organize for justice. I will raise my voice in song, and our children will be free to lead the world and carry on. From the streets of New York City, across the ocean and beyond, people from all nations create a common bond. With our conscience as our weapon, we are witness to the fall. We are simple, we are brilliant, we are one, and we are all. Here I go, bound for freedom. May my truth take the lead. Not the preacher, not the Congress, not the millionaire, but me. I will organize for justice. I will raise my voice in song, and our children will be free to lead the world and carry on. Here I go, though I'm standing on my own. I remember those before me, and I know I'm not alone. I will organize for justice. I will raise my voice in song, and our children will be free to lead the world and carry on. We let the guitars ring like you do in the studio. You never damp them down in the studio.
Awesome. Watching from Tavares, Florida. Hey, Jen Boney. Hey, Valerie Selensky and our friend Lisa Schaefer. Oh my gosh. We love you all.
My sister Sharon was watching
I saw that.
from Kirksville, Missouri.
What? My sister-in-law Alicia from Miami Beach, Florida. Where we should be chasing people off the beach. I think Miami Beach, actually, beaches are closed.
Good. Let's take this thing seriously, people.
Last two?
The last, okay.
What do you think?
Sure, we can do that.
We are doing about an hour-ish kind of concert because we're doing one again at 8:00 here on the West Coast. And so if you've got friends here or in Hawaii where it's even later, or Japan, I don't even know what time it is in Japan, but all time is possible now. So invite people to come and listen to us. We know some folks from Australia we're going to be listening this evening to. We need an applause emoji. That's very cute. Sweet. We can hear you. We can hear you. Hi, Julie. Oh, we love you too, Gina. Thank you so much. Really, this is so.
Oh, hey, Bev
beautiful.
Grant.
Aw.
Love to you in Brooklyn.
Let's do still here since we.
Yes.
What do you think? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
San wrote this song, and I mean, I helped a tiny bit, I think, at the very tail end, but this is mostly a Sandy O song. And it was a particularly poignant song after her heart attack, but thankfully, San is here and stronger than ever. And
I don't recommend it, but it can change your life for the better.
We're glad to still be able to sing this song and others. Take care of your loved ones, people. I know some folks are falling ill and doing everything they can to get healthy. Those of you who are not, please are not falling ill. Do everything you possibly can to boost your immune systems and drink lots and lots of fluids. Do the hand washing. Do all those safety measures. Do take care of our elders and our young ones. Be mindful. Stay home. Do stay home. It is, for now, the safest place.
And it's an option for those of us, for many of us, but not everybody can. And I hope you saw that photo of the healthcare workers. And they said, stay home. We're staying in the hospitals for you. Stay home for us.
Yeah.
Because we need to make sure that we flatten this curve. And then, of course, there are people who are in situations where they can't isolate. They can't even get 6 feet away from each other. The folks in the detention camps and the folks in the refugee camps. And this song came from just considering what it might feel like to be a refugee. But we're dead, she said, softly crying. No, we're not, I said, we're still here. Take a breath, I said, feel your heartbeat. Take my hand, my love, we're still here. All our family have been lost at sea, but we have made it through. It won't be easy to be refugees, but we will make it through. We're still here. We're still here. I'm with you, my dear. We're still here. We're still here. Ease your fear. But they're gone, she said. All my brothers
and their children and their wives. Yes, it's true, I said, I can't change that, but we'll honor them with our lives. All our memories we will carry with each breath and each prayer. Their faces we will never see, still they're with us everywhere. We're still here, we're still here. I'm with you, my dear. We're still here, we're still here. Ease your fear. Ooh. So we'll stay, she said, slowly breathing. Yes, we'll stay, I said, you and I. And we'll live, she said, slowly turning her face towards the open sky. All your hopes and dreams still live in me, as my dreams live in you. Our faith is deep, our hearts are strong, and we will make it through. We're still here, we're still here. I'm with you, my dear. We're still here, we're still here. Ease your fear. We're still here, we're still here. I'm with you, my dear. We're still here, we're still here. Ease your fear. I'm with you.
Thanks to all the workers who are still doing their jobs because they're providing essential services all around the country. Do be careful, folks, at gas stations. They're reminding people to sanitize your hands before touching the pump and after touching the pumps. All kinds of weird ways that we can't see that this thing is possibly being spread. So we want to be as cautious as we can in as many places as we can. If you do come in contact with other workers, just acknowledge them. You say thank you. Make sure that they know that you appreciate the fact that they're still doing what they're doing to make the world livable for all of us.
So we just
Yeah,
that's what I thought too.
Yeah, me too.
We're gonna do one more song with you, and as I said, we'll be back. This is our first online concert, and you all have made it just lovely and so sweet and wonderful to see all our friends and names that we know from our mailing list and folks we haven't seen in years. If we haven't made it to your area in a long time, what a silver lining for us to be able to be together like this. So do get on our mailing list if you like at emmasrevolution.com, and keep up with us here on Facebook, because we're going to be announcing those additional concerts that we'll be doing, and the Songwriting for Everyone workshop, and we mean it. It's for everyone. And also our Learn an Emma's Revolution song from Emma's Revolution and a workshop. So stay tuned for all those. We hope you will, and we thank everyone who already has. But we hope if you haven't yet supported us on Patreon or by Venmo or PayPal, you can join a really loving group of people who are making it possible for us to work as activist musicians, especially right now. And we look forward to seeing you everywhere, online and back on the streets when we can do that safely.
Those of you who are in cities where our concerts were canceled, and all of our concerts were really postponed, so we expect that there will be a time when we will be able to reschedule those, and we look forward to being with you all in person, not having to do the social distancing and being able to hug you all again.
Right, and someone was calling it, and I can't remember who to credit you for it, but physical distancing, but the social part is remaining connected. So that's a lovely, lovely thing. I'm just passing that on because there's so many new ways people have been looking at that social reimagining. It's really great.
Right, exactly. This feels very intimate, and that's a lovely thing. We don't often get to be this close up to some of you. So while we're singing, so glad to have you in our music room.
And yeah, I want to say one thing about this whole social, physical distancing, but social intimacy thing is that for those of you who are not the people who would sing out at a concert, now's your chance.
You're safe.
You're safe. You can sing in your own house. You can even bring us into the shower with you. Just don't turn on the water. But, so we're going to do one more song.
You can go out to your car, or wherever you feel comfortable singing, where you still get signal.
Yeah.
For those of you who are new to us, we are gosh, what did we say? We're going to end with this song. It's going to be a very familiar song that's a little bit done in a slightly different style. Pete Seeger was a very dear friend and mentor to us, and we kind of reimagined this song, but any version of this song that you can sing along with us, and it will work just fine. We're really only just singing a harmony part. When Lee Hayes first wrote the words to this song, Pete wrote the melody, and there was this sort of tacit agreement that we were all brothers somehow, and that was the generic. And then, some years later, a woman walked up to Pete and said, "Pete, I'm feeling kind of left out." So they started singing Sisters and Brothers. And then some years later, many years later, a trans friend of ours in Oakland came up to us and said, "Pat, I'm feeling kind of left out." So we wanted to put our heads together a little bit and find some way that this song, excuse me, that we could still scan a more inclusive term. So we started singing. Help me, Sam.
All of the resistors.
All of the resistors. And then another person from one of our other audiences, thinking of Elizabeth Warren, said, "Well, what about all of the persisters?" So whatever ister you are, you feel free to interject the word that best describes who you are, and know that we love you and we're with you, and we look forward to being in your living room again. Much love to y'all.
It's a hammer of justice. It's the bell of freedom. It's the song of love between all of the big sisters all over this land. It's a hammer of justice. It's the bell of freedom. It's the song of love between all of the big sisters all over this land.
Thanks for being with us, y'all. Much love.
Thank you.
Be well.
Love you. Bye.
Take care.
See you next time.